Jos Buttler's question if playing on an outfield like the one we saw for that Bangladesh-Afghanistan game is compromising the integrity of the game. Very strong words.
Very strong words, and that'll cause a few headlines, I would have thought. And it's not the sort of headlines ICC would appreciate and want in this tournament. And also for us watching it from on television, it's hard to gauge the depth of disrepair that outfield is, but it obviously must be some concern. And when you've got a really good,
patchy. It's got a sandy base, and because it's right up there in the mountains, there have been issues. Because I think earlier this year a test match got pulled out of there as well, India-Australia.
Yeah, well, if you've got a really good player like Ben Stokes opting not to play because of the potential injury, then that's not a good thing. You know, I was having him in my team, but now it looks like he may not play for fear of aggravating that knee again. So not just him, there's a few others, and I can recall also vividly Simon Jones at the Gabba when that was relayed. A lot of sand. He slid, stuck his knee in the ground, and it was really career-threatening, and he didn't really play much after that.
Yeah, so the same thing happened with Mujibur Rahman in that game, and Jonathan Trott wasn't too happy. Let's look at the ICC statement, because after that game, the outfield came in for criticism, and this is how the ICC has responded. Let's look at this. They are saying that the process for assessing the condition of the pitch and outfield lies with the match officials under the ICC pitch and outfield monitoring process. Now, they're also saying that the outfield at Dharamsala was rated as average after the Afghanistan-Bangladesh match, and additionally, the ICC's independent pitch consultant, that's Andy Atkinson, he's taken a look at the outfield and he's comfortable with the conditions, as is Javagal Srinath, who's the match referee for that game coming up on Tuesday. Dav, ultimately, when you're playing a game, it's a World Cup game. You want to go full throttle. But what we are seeing is players, England are saying, we'll tell the players, you know what, be careful around this outfield. Don't dive all the time. Just take it easy. That's a problem, because does that sort of take away from the spectacle if you're escorting the ball to the boundary and you're not being able to put in that dive?
Surely. For me, you need to give your absolute everything when you're playing in a World Cup match. And if you're being asked to be careful about diving, but more so the sliding bit, where you actually create the figure four with your legs and you actually make contact with the ground with your knee. And if it's a decent, hard enough surface, you'll slide into it. But if that's not going to happen, and then players instinctively do that, even though you've given a distinct instruction, be careful, don't do it. Instinctively, you might do that, and you could hurt yourself.
It comes down to muscle memory.
That's right, yeah. So it's not. It seems like there's a bit of a difference of opinion there.